Something extraordinary has just taken place, an event so unexpected that the scientific community is still struggling to process its implications. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the world of astronomy, the European Space Agency has quietly released the first-ever close-range images of the interstellar object known as 3I Atlas. The release was unannounced, bypassing the usual press conferences and academic fanfare. And what these images show has left even the most seasoned astronomers utterly speechless, questioning the very foundations of what we thought we knew about the cosmos. The mystery began weeks ago, with an unprecedented information blackout. NASA's usual public data streams, a constant source of information for researchers and enthusiasts alike, suddenly went silent. No updates, no commentary, no new images. Nothing. This radio silence from the world's leading space agency was deeply unsettling. And in that void, ESA's telescopes, operating independently, have captured something completely unexpected. A strange, shifting object that doesn't behave like any known comet or asteroid. It moves differently, its luminosity fluctuates with an unnatural rhythm, and it seems almost responsive. It all began in early 2025, when automated sky surveys around the world detected a faint streak of light racing toward Mars. At first, it was cataloged as just another long-period comet, a lonely traveler from the outer solar system on a brief visit to the sun. But as more data was collected, the details didn't fit the conventional models. Its incredible speed, its unusual trajectory, and its peculiar chemical signature all pointed to one stunning conclusion. This object wasn't bound to our sun at all. It was an outsider, entering our cosmic neighborhood from the vast, dark expanse of deep interstellar space. This was only the third confirmed visitor from beyond our solar system, following the enigmatic Oumuamua in 2017 and the more conventional Borisov in 2019. Astronomers officially named it 3I Atlas, but this visitor is nothing like the others. Unlike Oumuamua, which zipped past too quickly for detailed study, or Borisov, which behaved much like a normal, icy comet, 3I Atlas seemed to have a life of its own. Its brightness flickered in precise, almost intelligent rhythms. Its gaseous tail, or coma, would expand, vanish completely, and then reappear without explanation. It was changing in ways no natural comet ever had, hinting that this was something far more complex than a simple rock hurtling through space. By August 2025, 3I Atlas had closed the distance to Mars, offering a unique close-range observation opportunity. On the ground, a coordinated effort between international space agencies was underway. ESA's Mars Express and ExoMars orbiters, already circling the red planet, were perfectly positioned. They pivoted their sensitive instruments, preparing for a brief but crucial encounter. For 2 short weeks, the object would be visible above the Martian horizon. This was the moment everyone had been waiting for, a chance to move beyond blurry, long-range images. And that's when the truly paradigm-shifting data began to stream in. The initial spectral scans were so unusual, they were triple-checked for errors. They detected something unheard of for a comet, metallic sodium in extremely high concentrations, a signature that simply didn't fit any known natural object. Its coma wasn't the expected hazy cloud of dust and gas. Instead, it was a complex web of glowing filaments, intricate plasma arcs that looked structured, almost engineered. And then came the most astonishing detail of all. 3I Atlas wasn't tumbling chaotically like a natural body. It rotated with the perfect precision of a machine, one full spin every 4.2 hours, steady to the decimal. That kind of stability doesn't happen by accident. It implies a solid, uniform structure and a distribution of mass that defies the random formation of asteroids and comets. It was a clear, unambiguous sign of artificiality. Normally, this is the point when NASA would hold a press conference, share Hubble imagery, and release detailed data to the public. But this time, there was only silence. The Near-Earth Object Program, which had been providing regular updates, abruptly stopped posting in early September. Hubble, which was scheduled to observe the object, suddenly went into instrument calibration mode, a convenient excuse. No new images were released, no official statements were made. The world space agencies had just confirmed the most significant discovery in human history, and they were telling no one. After weeks of mounting speculation and official silence from space agencies worldwide, the European Space Agency finally broke the news. On November 3rd, they published a series of 4 deep-field images captured by the Very Large Telescope between October 8th and 12th. The data had been meticulously processed and verified, and the results were so extraordinary they sent shockwaves through the astronomical community. What they revealed was something that would challenge our fundamental understanding of what, or who, might be out there. Even the most seasoned veterans of deep space observation were left speechless. At first glance, 3I Atlas appeared as nothing more than a faint, unremarkable point of light against the cosmic backdrop. But as astronomers applied advanced enhancement algorithms, its true, unambiguous form emerged from the noise. It was an elongated, perfectly symmetrical cylinder, estimated to be 200 meters long and 40 meters wide. Surrounding it was a spiraling halo of ionized particles, a signature inconsistent with any known natural object. Then, in the final frame, as it passed the orbit of Mars, the object emitted a brilliant, focused flash of green light lasting exactly 1.8 seconds. Analysis confirmed this was not reflected sunlight. It was emitted light, a deliberate burst of energy. But the most startling discovery was yet to come. As observatories around the world tracked the object, they found that the same flash repeated exactly 26 hours later, a period that synchronized perfectly with its own rotation. Random occurrences are common in the cosmos, but this was not random. Patterns in deep space are easy to imagine, but nearly impossible to prove. Yet this one was undeniable, recorded in the data. Every single rotation, a pulse, a signal. It was behaving like a cosmic lighthouse, a beacon intentionally announcing its presence to the void. ESA analysts stopped short of calling it artificial, but the implications were hard to ignore. Their spectral data showed the light's wavelength, bright green, around 530 nanometers, doesn't match any known natural emission line from sodium, carbon, or water ice. And when they broke down the pulse pattern, they found something eerie, evenly spaced brightness peaks corresponding to prime numbers. That's not random. It's the same mathematical pattern that SETI researchers have proposed as the universal signature of intelligent communication. Simple, unmistakable, and deliberate. Meanwhile, NASA's silence deepened. Data from the Deep Space Network antennas tracking 3I Atlas suddenly went dark, reclassified under restricted access. Amateur astronomers noticed that NASA's Horizons database removed the live trajectory data entirely, replaced with a vague under review notice. ESA's own scientists began to suspect that 3I Atlas might not be a complete object at all, but a fragment. Its uniform composition and unusually high reflectivity suggested a dense metallic structure, possibly a remnant of something much larger. Smooth, engineered, not random. By mid-October 2025, 3I Atlas was rapidly approaching the Sun. ESA, JAXA, and observatories in Chile and South Africa began coordinated monitoring to capture every detail. If it were a normal comet, sunlight would trigger sublimation and increase its brightness. But 3I Atlas showed no such behavior. It maintained course, unchanged, unbent by solar radiation, as if correcting itself. In the final ESA frame, the object's faint ionized tail stretched perfectly straight, not curved by the solar wind, but aligned, almost like controlled thrust. NASA's official explanation: data verification delays. But insiders hinted at something else: possible radio emissions detected during the same window as the light pulses. If true, that would explain the secrecy. By late October, the object reached perihelion, its closest point to the Sun. If it survived the heat intact, It would defy every known law of cometary physics. ESA is preparing a second release, but for now, their initial images remain our only glimpse. The scientific world is holding its breath. 3i Atlas has already rewritten the rules of interstellar astronomy. It's steady when it shouldn't be, luminous when it shouldn't be, and silent in ways that make even space agencies hesitate. Whether it's natural or not, one thing is certain. Something unprecedented is unfolding just beyond Mars's orbit. We may not yet understand what it is, but it's here, now, and it's watching us as closely as we're watching it. And until NASA breaks its silence, those faint ESA images remain the only window into a mystery that could change everything we know about life, and the cosmos itself.